In this video we want to continue with the Carabiner pen, and we want to draw some threads on the tip of down here, the part that we're calling the tip. So if we zoom up in here, you can see that there are some threads right here on the top of the tip, and we're going to make those today. Alright, so you're going to continue to work in your Tip Grip Part Studio. And to make the threads, we're going to use the helix tool and the sweep tool. And we're going to get some threads that look pretty realistic. And the way we're told to make the threads is to first make this 2D shape on a sketch that's coincident with the front plane, and then we're going to sweep that along this path which you see down here, and it'll eventually look like that. Let's start there. So let me press P to turn on the planes again. Shift 7 will give me an isometric mode. I've got a lot of planes on this particular part, and just ignore the other ones. I'm going to put a sketch on the front plane here, and then we'll put the sketch plane normal to where I'm at. I'm going to press P to get rid of everything except the sketch plane I want. And let's see, what I'm going to do is zoom up in here, and let's make sure we understand where that sketch plane is. So it's bisecting the tip and grip like so. So what I want to do is come over here, and I'm going to work up on this part here. Let me zoom in. I'm going to use that edge, okay, and the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put a center point circle right here, and then I'm going to draw this circle here, and I'm going to then chop off 1/2 of it, as you'll see. So this should have a radius of 0.014. So in order, let me just accept before putting that putting a dimension in there. I'm going to go ahead and trim off this half. Therefore, when I do put a dimension here, it should be a radius. Let me do that. Let's see. There we go. So that should be 0.014. Oops. Yep. There you go. And this one, I think we can delete that. Let's see, delete sketch entity. There you go. So had I kept it a full circle, I would have had a diameter instead of a radius. Also, I could have used a 3-point arc, but I just decided to use that. Okay, now I'm going to use a coincident constraint, a geometric constraint, to put this edge of that semicircle coincident with that corner. That didn't work. I may need to use that corner as well, that edge, and now I'm going to click here and then here, and there it goes. You can see it turned all the way black. So we have this little semicircle that is up there, and we'll take that. Okay, now let's go ahead and use the helix tool, which should be here somewhere. Helix. Okay, and it wants us to choose the face, so I chose the face right there. Now the helix tool always starts on the front plane, it looks like right there. It comes down. I want it to start on the other side where my little sketch is, so I can change that by changing the start angle to 180. So if I hit enter and turn but look over, you can see that the helix, you see it starts right coincident with that front plane at the very top. That's why I put the semicircle there. Okay, let's see, how many revolutions do we need, or what are the parameters associated with this? So we want to go height in turns, and then 0.3 and 6. So we need to change a few things. So instead of turns, we want height and turns, 0.3 and 6 revolutions. Okay. Let's see, and I need to pick it out again, evidently, and I'll go back the other way. There we go. So height and turns, and then the height is 0.3 and the number of turns is 6, so I'll take that. Okay, there's my helix, and you can see now that I've got that little semicircle right there, and I can sweep it along that path and we'll get some threads. So let's do that. So let's see, there's the sweep. So I need to select that little area there, and then the sweep path is right there. Wait a second, accept it, and there we have it. There's some threads that look somewhat realistic, so we're going to go with that for now for our threads.